Hello and welcome. Thank you for watching the Black Pearl channel. I want to talk to my collective about witchcraft, spiritual warfare, and evil eye energy. And I want to educate you guys on what that looks like. And also I want to talk about how you can protect yourself from witchcraft. So witchcraft is simply intention. That's all that it is. Witchcraft is simply intention. You can have good intentions, you can have bad intentions, and you'll hear me use a lot of different terms synonymously on my channel because ultimately intention has the same meaning. It just comes through in different ways. So there's a spectrum, right? So you may hear someone say, I manifested this. You may hear somebody talk about the law of attraction. You may hear somebody say that they pray. People may talk about prayer. And then on the other end of the spectrum, you hear witchcraft and spells. So all of these things are synonymous. And so I just want you guys to understand that all of these things, regardless of what you call it, they have the same effect. So a lot of times when you may listen to a reading, you may not know that someone is sending you evil eye energy or somebody is doing witchcraft on you, because not everybody is doing actual spells. Not everybody is mixing up potions and burning candles. Some people, they literally are. For other people, their intention and their thoughts and their speech towards you is just as effective as witchcraft, okay? So you don't have to be a witch to send somebody evil eye energy. You don't have to cast a spell in order to do black magic. Another misconception that I want to clear up. There are some people that feel that if they don't believe in magic, that it won't affect them. My ears are going off real hard. Let me explain something to y'all, okay? This is a channel where I discuss the twin flame journey. The true meaning of the twin flame journey is to honor God. The divine part is about two beings that are supposed to come together in one divine spirit to complete a mission for God and to help heal humanity. The twin flame journey is not really about love. The twin flame journey is about coming into union for the Most High God. And so when you are a true divine feminine or a true divine masculine, that means you have been ordained and assigned by God, and you're an angel. You're essentially an angel, okay? An earth angel. I call myself an earth angel. I don't like being called a reader. I'm a whole earth angel. I'm a prophet. I'm a child of God, okay? So when you are an earth angel and when you have been anointed by God, you are very open to spiritual attacks, okay? So if you believe in God, you should believe in the devil. If you believe in angels, you should believe in demons. Because the difference between an angel and a demon is simply the choice of being good or bad. If you guys have read the Bible, there's a passage that speaks about Lucifer being cast out of heaven. Lucifer was pretty much God's highest angel. He was God's right-hand angel, and he was cast out of heaven, and he became a demon. He was demoted to a demon because of the choices that he made. God gives you free will to decide whether you want to be an angel or a demon. And so when you are a child of God, and if you're a true divine feminine or a divine masculine, you are going to be under attack. You are going to be under attack, and you have to learn how to protect yourself. So you can say, I don't believe in it. I don't believe in witchcraft. You probably got demons. The people that say they don't believe in it, y'all probably got demons on you right now. You probably got spirits on you right now. Okay? So I just want to make that clear. Whether you believe in it or not doesn't matter. People are out here doing Harry Potter magic battles, throwing magic, whether it's spell work, whether it's using the power of their tongue to speak negatively on you, even just looking at you with envy. Evil eye energy is a lot of jealousy, okay? So you have to understand that it's very real. whatever you decide to call it, that's your business, but it's real. Another thing I want to talk about, okay? A lot of witchcraft comes from people that claim to be religious and spiritual. Okay, I said this in one of my previous readings. There's a popular influencer who has a wife. He's now divorced from this wife. And this lady came on the internet, came on Beyonce's internet with the Holy Bible, and she was cursing people using the Bible, okay? So you guys have to be very, very careful. A lot of these spiritual, religious people, they are also witches. I have a very good friend that I always told him, your mother is a Christian witch. I call people out. I'm like, yeah, she's a witch. So all these people that claim to be spiritual leaders, religious, Christians, Catholics, whatever it is, a lot of these people, they use witchcraft. They send evil eye energy. And a lot of these people also demonize spiritual gifts. Okay, so when we talk about protection, which is the next topic that I'm going to segue into, I want you guys to understand that spiritually protecting yourself is not demonic, okay? Having spiritual gifts is nothing wrong with that. And a lot of these spiritual people, they will try to demonize your spiritual gifts, being intuitive, being psychic, reading tarot, pulling oracle cards. They'll try to deter you away from tapping into God. Whole time they cursing you using the Bible. They using the power of their tongue to cast spells upon you. All right, let me tell y'all a little story, right? So when the Holy Spirit brought me back to church, I had a whole different perspective about church based off of my experience. So I grew up Christian. I went to Christian school. I memorized Bible verses. I got saved, all of that stuff, right? And then throughout my spiritual journey, I realized that I was prophetic, and I got into, you know, serving my community and my collective by using my gifts. I also explored a lot of different other religions outside of Christianity, a lot of spiritual practices that are more connected to my ancestry, being African American and Native American. Shout out to the ancestors, okay? And so as I explored my spirituality on my own terms, I went back to church and I really realized that a lot of the practices that different religions do, they're very synonymous. So when I went to church, because God called me back to church, I didn't pray with them at first. I didn't participate at first. I observed and I watched, because I don't trust people. So I said, I just said, let me just watch and pay attention. And as I watched and I paid attention, I said, oh my goodness. I said, they doing spells in church. Like, I literally said that. I was like, this is a spell. I said, this is a whole, they're doing spells in church, because I had researched and experienced other things outside of Christianity. And then when I came back to it, I'm like, yo, y'all doing spells in church. Like, I literally said that. And then one of the things that they did a healing ritual. That's how I say it. That's how I perceive it. I said, this is a healing ritual. You know, it was so many different things that they were doing that was very similar to hoodoo or other ancestral practices. And so I then learned that it's more important to do what's comfortable for you. Don't get caught up on titles and this religion and that religion and you know, rules. And you have to do what's comfortable for you, because ultimately a lot of times it's all the same thing. You just putting a different packaging on it, a different title. All right. So I say that to say, do not be afraid to protect yourself out of fear of being evil. You don't want to practice witchcraft. You don't want to be demonic, and you don't want to be this. But whole time you got demons on your back. You got people doing binding spells on you. Even if you listen to stuff in church, they say like, I bind this in the name of Jesus. Binding it's like a binding spell. You can speak it. Okay, in church, you'll hear pastors talking about binding, and you can even do a binding spell. So it's the same. It's literally the same concept. All right, Check out my sponsor Keen to connect with amazing readers and gain clarity about your love life. As a new customer with Keen, you will get the first 10 minutes of your reading for only $1.99, which is over $99 in savings. Keen has so many amazing readers to choose from. Create your account and choose whichever reader best suits your needs, and you'll be able to connect with them via phone or chat. It's always nice to get confirmation and straight answers about your relationships. Go to trykeen.com/BlackPearlPower or click the link in my description box to save big on your first reading with Keen. Remember, the first 10 minutes of your reading are only $1.99 using my link. I get a lot of Christian clients that have prophetic dreams, that are being attacked, that are under spiritual warfare, and there's a lot of fear about what to do and how to protect yourself. So y'all gotta tighten up. You can't be afraid. One of my things that I've been chosen for is spiritual warfare. Not everybody is chosen to have these skills, but for me, my purpose is so great that I have to be trained, and I was trained on spiritual warfare, and I'm getting chills everywhere. So let's go ahead and talk about how to protect yourself, right? I had to get that out. One of the ways that you can protect yourself is through constantly cleansing your energy. So I always tell everybody, when you wake up in the morning and you wash your behind and you brush your teeth, you have to do that for your aura and for your spiritual energy. So you got to cleanse, you got to wash your spiritual behind just like you wash your physical behind, okay? So whether it's sage, whether it's Palo Santo, whether it's Florida water, whether it's Reiki, you have to constantly cleanse your energy if you are a child of God. I saw this video on TikTok, and this girl, she was talking about demonic spirits, and I was with her, and until she said, like, oh, sage and crystals, you're playing around with witchcraft. And I said, girl, what are you talking about? It's like people make so many ignorant, uneducated statements because they only know what they've been taught. But once you go through certain experiences, God will align you with the tools that you need to be a spiritual warrior. So everybody don't like sage and all of that stuff. Everybody's not a crystal person. So you do what resonates with you, but don't let anybody deter you from something and say, oh, this is evil, this is witchcraft, because it's literally all the same thing. Witchcraft is just intention. So you have to decide what intention you want to use. You have to decide which tools you want to use. It's literally just a choice, but it's the same thing. So don't get caught up in that, what other people are saying. Okay, do what feels right for you. So cleansing is number one. Number two, when you have entities, demonic spirits, and stuff like that attached to you, typically it's coming through other people. So we talk about this distorted karmic masculine, right? My ears are going off real hard. We talked about this distorted masculine. So this distorted masculine is doing sex magic, binding spells, trying to attach himself to you. And if you were intimate with this person, you've created soul ties. So one of the ways that you can combat spiritual warfare is through cutting the cords, okay? So some of you guys need to cut cords with not only this distorted masculine, but with all the other people that you done been with. If you're a woman and you're a divine feminine, we hold things in our womb. I just heard we hold the souls of others in our womb. So every person that you're intimate with, every trauma that you've had, it's stuck in your womb. So you have to physically detach yourself by doing a cord cutting ritual, okay? So I might do another video talking about that, but y'all can Google it, okay? You can Google it. Google is your friend, okay? And again, it's not anything that's elaborate or anything. Cord cutting is very important. Another thing that you guys need to do, womb. I just heard womb work. So in addition to cord cutting, some of you guys need to get yoni eggs, like they're like crystal eggs, and you put them in your yoni and that's another way of healing. Another one is yoni pearls, where it will physically purge your womb. So you have to do things in order to become protected and stay protected and to fight. If you are a true divine feminine, divine masculine, you have to put in the work. It's not just prayer. Prayer is very powerful, but a lot of y'all, when y'all pray, y'all don't know what to do after that, and you don't know how to hear the answers from God. Even if you go to church, okay, not everybody goes to church, but if you go to church, if you get readings, if you have a spiritual leader or somebody you look up to, you still have to listen to the Most High God and use your discernment and figure out how to relate that towards you, right? That's why you will always hear people say, take it how it resonates. Use your discernment, because you have to pull what's for you. Everything that your pastor says is not going to relate to you. Everything that I say is not going to relate to you. So you have to have your own relationship with God so that you can know what's comfortable for you and what's not. Like I said, I have a lot of clients that are Christian, and I'll give them a range of things that they can do. When somebody tells me, and it's confirmed, that they're under spiritual attack, I can say, listen, you can call upon Archangel Michael. You can pray to Archangel Michael. Archangels are safe. You can never go wrong with talking to your angels. I talk about Archangel Michael. He also is good with cord cutting. So when you're doing any type of spiritual work, protection work, or prayer, the key is to call upon the divine. As long as your intentions are towards God, as long as you're calling upon God and angels, you're going to be fine. The problem is a lot of these YouTube, TikTok witches, and it's like they just start doing spells and they don't know who they're talking to, and they're calling upon demonic spirits. Okay, so you just have to be very specific when you make your petition into the spirit world. As long as you specify who you're speaking to, who's for you, who's fighting for you, and your intention, you're fine. So a lot of y'all need to stop being afraid and get these demons up off your back. Go get you some sage. You need to get a spiritual bath. That's another way you can do it. I've been doing really well with my spiritual baths. A lot of my clients, after we do our readings, I recommend the spiritual baths because I keep seeing these karmic distorted masculines throwing black magic. So a spiritual bath, the one that I make, it's pink Himalayan salt, a lot of crushed up herbs. I Reiki charge it. I pray over it. I put crystals in. I do a whole bunch of stuff to it. But it's something that you should keep in your life as a part of your spiritual hygiene, spiritual baths. So I just heard egg cleanse. So an egg cleanse is basically when you get an egg and you roll it across your body. There's so many different ways that you can cleanse yourself, okay? And so if you don't feel comfortable with one thing, there's so many other things you can do. So I just want you guys to know that. Witchcraft is intention. Everybody that's putting black magic on you and spells on you, they aren't literally casting spells. Some of them are just speaking with the power. Others are just very jealous and envious and sending you negative thoughts, negative energy. Some people are just speaking on you negatively. Spirit just told me that, yeah, Spirit just told me that a lot of y'all family is the one that has placed witchcraft upon you with using the power of the tongue, right? So you could have a parent, a baby daddy or a baby mama, okay, an auntie or uncle that simply says, you'll never amount to nothing. You know, that's not going to work. You may tell somebody a plan in your life and they're like, oh, that's never going to work. That's not going to be successful. Why would you do that? Some of y'all are creatives, and your own family cast spells upon you with their words of disbelief and cause you to not follow your creative path. Okay, some of y'all family could have told you that you wanted to do art, or you wanted to be a musician, or you wanted to do hair, you wanted to sell clothes, you wanted to be an entrepreneur, and they spoke down upon your goals repeatedly. They constantly spoke down on your goals and your gifts, and it caused you to think negatively about your gifts to the point where you didn't pursue it. That's witchcraft. It's witchcraft, okay? So sometimes it's hard to discern what evil eye energy is, what spell work is, what witchcraft is, and most of the time it's somebody that's close to you that's doing that, okay? That's why it's very important, as you were saying, to surround yourself with like-minded people that are happy for you. If you have people around you that are talking down on your goals, that are discouraging you from your goals, that are saying negative things, that is the same thing as them putting a spell on you. That's evil eye energy, and you need to remove yourself from that. But ears are going off real hard, okay? So that's what I'm getting. A lot of y'all have family members that wish ill on your relationships, and you find yourself constantly in failed relationships because your family speaks negatively about you and about your love life, and they don't want you to be happy. And so they're cursing you because they're not happy. So it's real out here, y'all. Make sure that you stay spiritually protected. Make sure that you pray, meditate, communicate with the Most High God about how you should protect yourself. But there's many different ways. And please don't let anybody tell you that you're demonic or evil or bad, because you are a warrior of God. You're a child of God, and you have to protect yourself. Whatever that looks like, that's your business, but you got to do something. And sometimes prayer alone isn't enough. What's that phrase? Faith without works is dead. So after you pray to God and you ask him how to help you fight off these demonic spirits, you have to listen and you have to take action. And don't think because you don't believe in it that it's not going to affect you. Because again, those are typically the people that are the most easily affected, because they're not taking the precautions to protect themselves. All right. Thank you guys for watching the Black Pearl channel. If you guys want a personal reading, you can visit my sponsor, Keen. The information is in the link in the bio, or you can visit my website, blackpearlpower.com. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.